Juniper Networks is a leader in high-performance networking for cloud, service provider, and enterprise. At Juniper, I run strategy and corporate development. What I presented today was about the importance of edge cloud in scaling and really enabling IoT to take off. And the main point that I was making is, IoT ultimately is going to create a massive amount of data, and in order to successfully manage all of that data, you need to be able to distribute computing much closer to where the sensors themselves are being deployed. And along with that, it's not just about pushing compute closer to the edge, but instead it's really about architecting a true distributed edge cloud. So the edge cloud is really about having compute, storage, and networking distributed at multiple places across the network, including near the sensors themselves, on the same premise location of the sensors, or in some form of IoT gateway, in a shared location like a point of presence or a cloud exchange, such that you have more of a regional or local type access to cloud services, and then into the private data center or the public cloud, but having that all operate seamlessly as one large virtual cloud for the purposes of provision of IoT application services and data management. Yeah, there's several big opportunities and advantages that come with deploying edge cloud and computing closer to the edge for IoT. One being that the massive amount of data, so being able to manage that data, deduplicate, to do data reduction such that you're reducing the amount of data that has to be handled. There's obviously latency benefits as well as resiliency benefits for the applications themselves. And then, of course, security and compliance is a big part of being able to push closer. Organizations that don't sort of follow those architectural paths, they'll be able to take advantage of very limited use cases, but if they want to truly scale IoT, they're going to find it very difficult to do. Juniper is already investing in IoT, specifically working with our mobile carrier customers as well as our enterprise customers. We're focusing on how do you solve the edge cloud problem with regards to abstracting the network, enabling security as well for things like connected cars, smart buildings, as well as industrial IoT use cases. So it's the early days, but we're already starting to deploy use cases that customers are able to put into the market. Other than this interview, my favorite part of IoTWorld has been really just meeting some of the folks here that are doing some really interesting things in IoT and learning more about how we can potentially work with them to enable that for them in their businesses. So if I was going to describe IoTWorld in just 3 words, I would say just the beginning.